Hi, I am Beaver Buddy. What if there was a circus so magical that no one could see its performers? At the end of this story, you will find a moral that you will never forget. Deep in the Whispering Hills, a faded sign pointed to Circo Invisibello, wonders you can't see but feel. Most who passed by never noticed it, but Mila did. Mila was a curious girl with silver hair and boots that squeaked. She could hear what others missed, like laughter carried by the wind or invisible applause. One day, the wind led her to a grassy hill under the stars. A ticket fluttered into her hand. She whispered, "Yes," and a glowing path lit up before her. The circus tent was huge, stitched from moonlight and spider silk. It shimmered and disappeared, then shimmered again, like it couldn't decide to be real or not. A floating hat welcomed her inside. "Good evening, Mila," it chimed. "Tonight, your eyes may see nothing, but your heart will see everything." She stepped into the tent. A hush fell. The audience was empty, except for her. Then suddenly, she felt the roar of excitement ripple through the air. "First act," announced the hat, "the Tumbler twins, spinning faster than thought." Mila saw nothing, but wind whooshed past her cheeks in dizzying circles. She gasped as invisible bodies soared overhead. She could sense weightlessness, smell cotton candy, and hear the thud of feet landing perfectly. Next came Zebo, the mime who danced without shape. A scent of cinnamon followed him. Mila laughed as balloons floated with no strings, swaying in rhythm. Then, silence. A golden drumbeat. "Now, the star of our show," whispered the hat. "Lazari, the levitator, who lifts not bodies, but feelings." Mila's heart skipped as a warm light surrounded her. She began to float, her fears gently unraveling like ribbons as joy took their place. Just then a hush fell. The tent flickered. The wind paused. The lights blinked away. The hat fell to the floor. Something had gone terribly wrong. "Where's Lazari?" Mila asked, trembling. A voice echoed faintly, trapped between belief and doubt. Fading. The air turned cold and gray. Mila realized no one else had come to see the show in years. People had forgotten the circus. Without being believed in, the performers were vanishing. Her eyes filled with tears. "But I believe in you!" she shouted. A soft glow returned. The wind stirred. The scent of cinnamon crept back in. "It's not enough," whispered the hat. "You're just one." Mila clenched her fists. "Then I'll find more. I'll tell everyone. They'll believe." The tent dimmed to a faint flicker. Mila raced home, her boots squeaking with purpose. She made posters with stars and poems about invisible magic. She told kids at school, neighbors in the market, even old Mr. Hawthorne, who hadn't smiled in years. Most laughed, but a few listened closely. That night, she returned, with 5 new children beside her. The path glowed stronger this time. The wind seemed to cheer them on. Inside, the empty tent began to shimmer again. Laughter echoed faintly. "More have come," the hat whispered. "Hope grows louder." The new children clapped as they felt the tumblers whizzing by. One boy even cried, "I saw glitter in the air." Another heard trumpets. Lazari slowly returned, his glow warmer than ever. He bowed mid-air and gently floated a girl's teddy bear above the crowd. She squealed with joy. Word spread. More and more children came each week. Soon, the tent was full of tiny giggles, invisible wonders, and floating popcorn. The performers no longer faded. They grew bolder. Now, everyone who entered could feel magic, even the adults who once dismissed it. Mila was crowned the Believer of Light. She never missed a single show. And every week she brought someone new who had never believed in magic before. But Mila had one secret. She had never seen the performers. She had only ever felt them. She wasn't special because she saw. They were real because she believed. One night, the hat approached her and said, "Would you like to see them for real, just once?" Mila paused. "No, that's not what matters." The tent shimmered proudly. Zebo tossed her an invisible balloon that popped into confetti mid-air. Mila laughed with her whole heart. As she walked home, she passed children telling stories of invisible acrobats, glowing ribbons, and magic that danced on their skin like sunlight. Moral: sometimes, the most magical things in the world are the ones we choose to believe in, even if no one else can see them. See you soon with more magical adventures, wonderful places, and heartwarming tales with Beaver Buddy.